Aren't you the locksmith king?
Yes, I am.
There are a few things you should know about Manny Agababayev.
I'm a business owner like every
you're a
single
business
legit
owner.
business owner in America.
He's a ruthless businessman.
I don't create business to crush others. I create business to success. And God bless me.
His locksmith business, Run Local, has hundreds of unhappy customers all over the country.
You're coming to me with 199 complaints from Better Bureau Business?
Yep. And one more thing. He's starring on the silver screen as a badass mobster.
He's smart, ruthless, borderline psychotic.
You a master locksmith or you movie star? Which one is it?
Both of them.
Manny Agababayev may someday get a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame. But for now, he's got to deal with the Hall of Shame.
I don't think so. I want to explain to you about my business in the middle of the street.
Why not?
Because I don't want it.
Well, I want it.
You saw what you want. That doesn't mean you're going to have information from me about my business in the middle of the street. You're surprising me like I'm the killer.
So how's this business work? Say you lock your keys in the car and you're in St. Louis. You Google St. Louis locksmith and the first number that pops up is Run Local Locksmith. Same thing happens in Little Rock, Arkansas. You Google locksmith Little Rock. First thing that pops up, Run Local Locksmith. Locked down in Los Angeles, Run Local Locksmith promises 15-minute service here too. But your call isn't going to be answered by a local locksmith in those cities. It's most likely ringing here, in this office in Centerline, Michigan, the headquarters of Run Local Locksmiths.
Run Local Locksmith is really just a call center that represents independent locksmiths across 25 states.
The Run Local operators inside this building contact a locksmith in whatever city you're calling from and take a cut of that locksmith's services. What percentage do the locksmiths get?
That's not your business. I don't think so. I want to put my percentage on the street.
Yeah, he's the big cheese who created this middleman business. Middleman Manny.
And I am success because I do things straight, legit.
TV stations around the country have done stories on Run Local because customers say they're being quoted one price on the phone and being charged way more once the local locksmith shows up. At the Fox station in Denver, they went as far as calling this a locksmith scam. The reporter was told by the Run Local operator it would be $19 to unlock her car.
It's $95 for the labor for this car, plus the 19.
Local TV stations can't confront the boss of Run Local because he's here in Michigan, so instead, they just chase after the locksmiths.
Are you trying to rip people off?
But this Run Local locksmith
Bye.
Do you have anything to say?
can't run from our cameras.
Have a nice day.
This guy wasn't even in a locksmith vehicle, just a car with Florida plates, and remember, this was in Denver. The Colorado Attorney General's office brought action against Run Local, claiming their ads promising a 15-minute response time at a $15 charge were misleading. Manny paid a $22,000 fine and promised to change his tactics in that state. But that hasn't stopped him in the rest of the country.
They advertise nationally in every state that doesn't require some kind of certification.
Certified locksmiths like Daniel say Run Local's deep pocket dominance on Google is crushing their business. Now, what do you charge to unlock a door usually?
Between $50 and $60.
Daniel doesn't have to pay a middleman. So what do the Run Local locksmiths charge?
$189 plus tax, so it was like $204.
Tyler locked his girlfriend Kelly's keys in her car at Somerset Mall.
I just looked on Google.
And Run Local Locksmith was on top. Some dude in a plain van showed up.
He opened my car in like 2 minutes.
Here's another of Manny's customers.
It said local, so I thought it was in Ann Arbor.
Nancy lost the keys to her '99 Sunbird. The local locksmith went to work.
I watched him open the lock, 20 seconds at most. 20 minutes later, handed me this key, handed me a bill for $500-something.
Here's the bill, here's the key. So you don't even have like a full key with a...
Right. I said, well, why doesn't it have it? And he said, well, that's 20-some extra dollars if you...
$20 extra to put a little plastic end on it?
Yes.
George thought he was calling a local guy when he had a jammed lock at his business.
He unscrewed the lock, looked at, sprayed some goodie in there, put it back together, and charged me $100.
George says the person on the phone said it would be $15. How'd you get in the locksmith business?
That's something I don't want to answer.
So who is Manny Agababayev anyways? Google his name and you'll see mysteriously authored press releases on this tycoon of business. Every person who has experienced the services of Manny Agababayev has always been satisfied. There is not a single person who has ever been dissatisfied with his services. Obviously, Manny thinks a lot of himself, or at least the supposed author does. John Cena, you know, the WWE wrestling star. And speaking of stars, I also found out Manny is starring in an upcoming movie.
I killed him! I killed those.
They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me.
At one point in the trailer, an actor actually mentions Manny's character being a middleman.
Why do we need you as our middleman?
He may dream of being an A-list movie star, but his locksmith biz has an F rating with the BBB.
We service 5,000 customers a week.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many customers that's a year?
Yeah.
Okay, how many of them?
Well, I don't know.
That's almost 250,000 customers.
Okay.
You coming to me with 199 complaints from Better Bureau Business?
Manny doesn't seem to have a problem with the complaints. He won't disclose what percentage he takes for his locksmith referrals or how much money he makes. He looks at himself as some kind of a hero.
Do you know what's the problem in America? Just because Mr. Manny, Aga, like you call him movie star, just because Mr. Manny grow up and be success, just because he legit and servicing everyone, holidays, day and night, no sleep, just to service you with your little baby at 3 o'clock in the morning when you locked out your car in the snow. That's me coming saving you and your baby when you're outside the door. So I don't think so all this necessary, but guess what? That's good for me.
But remember, Manny's not doing the locksmithing. He's just taking the calls and farming out the jobs for a piece of the apple pie.
God bless America, and God bless you too.
All right.
Do you want to give me any business card so I can
Here's a
reach
business
you?
card, okay?
God bless you.
All right.
Thank
See you later.
Do me a favor, show the right things on TV.
Well, I'm going to talk about your complaints.
Anytime.
You've covered yourself well.
Out of 250,000 customers. Don't forget that never.
With that, the movie star, middleman marketing locksmith, makes his Hollywood exit. Hey, Manny, I got a place for you, and a locksmith's not going to get you out of the Hall of Shame.